And Chris, do you want to walk through? I don't know tons about M365 this week. I hadn't asked. I know there was a lot of minor features and bug fixes, but what's going on over there?
Two that I really wanted to point out. One is we've added the ability to disable the malicious inbox forwarding rules. So prior to this, we had the ability to disable the entire account. So if we would find an account with a malicious forwarding rule, we would disable the account so that user could no longer log in. And that does some good stuff. Like attacker won't be able to get back in. But what we found is there's still ways around it. Like sometimes the attacker would take and have the email forwarded or put into like a special folder for an RSS feed, which allows you to then read the email remotely. So even if you couldn't log in, you could still get to email. Not a great thing. So what we found that we could also do is just disable that individual rule that's malicious. And that way the email no longer goes to the RSS folder. The attacker can no longer get access. So we're getting a little bit more granular in our ability to shut things off, which is really cool. We also added the ability to view the M365 event details. So this is both for us and for our partners. There were a lot of times where our analysts were going through and looking at something and saying, oh, I need the details of this that's not exposed in the UI, and they'd have to like pivot over to Elasticsearch and like go search their stuff. As well as our customers would sometimes say, hey, can you tell me this? I'm trying to find that. And so we now expose the data that we've collected, and you can go in there and there's a nice copy button. So you can copy and paste it somewhere else if you want. And then there's just a bunch of bug fixes. So as we find all of the oddities and edge cases in the Microsoft 365 API, we just continue to fix them and squash the bugs as we go.